What is going on, guys? This is All Gaming with my review of Kill la Kill episode 9, and holy crap, what an amazing episode. Like, seriously, this episode, like this entire anime, it's just so freaking good. And it's crazy how they can do so much in only one episode, where in most animes, the amount of content, and story progression we would get would take at least 3 or more episodes than 1 week getting Kill la Kill. It's just crazy. So of course we all know that Ryuko is gonna fight Ira in this episode, and so she transforms, and she's all ready for this. But Ira said that they're not gonna fight till 1 p.m. And when we see the clock, I believe that it's about to be 9 there. So of course now Ryuko has to wait. And we just see that I'm guessing the Academy announcer, she was making the public broadcast about their fight, and basically everybody had to see this fight, and we see everybody in town getting so hyped for it. So then we have Mako family, and her father told Mataro to go steal a TV, and he already had one, but the thing is when he plugged it up, nothing was showing. So they're like checking it out, and that's when they finally realized that the TV had no parts. So of course Mako's father get pretty upset and actually kicks him out along with the TV. So now rather than stealing one, they actually go buy one. And then we have Ryuko now eating some lunch that was made by Mako's mother, and Mako was saying that that this lunch will like give her, I believe, like a million times horsepower. And so then we have the hormone teacher, the infamous leader of Nudist Beach, and he comes in out of nowhere. He pokes Mako with an I forgot what it was, but I definitely know he like stabbed her in the forehead with something, and that like froze her in place. And he was trying to convince Ryuko to drop out of the fight, because the way she is now, it looked like that there was no way that she could win. But of course Ryuko wasn't going to do this, because if he couldn't tell her like why her father died or who killed him, then she had to do this to find out. So now we get to the fight, and this is where the episode gets like really freaking good, because their fight was amazing. So of course like Ryuko knows about Ira's powers, and she actually wasn't going to attack him. But Ira actually, he planned for that to happen, just in case, somebody was smart enough to pay attention and not rushing there like full attacking him. He can actually punish himself, and that right there, will make his uniform transform. And you just see that that Ryuko is getting worked throughout the entire episode, by these whips. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought that this could be, another case like Sonic Yama, where she actually lost, but she actually surprised me, and Ryuko actually got a pretty cool power up this episode. So as the fight goes on, she definitely can't get to his life fibers, because the cloth that he wears in his first state, it is like reinforced by special power. And we actually get another flashback of when Sasuke was actually planning on taking over the school, and Ira was gonna stop her because she was gonna use force to do this, and that right there was gonna be his final task. So while they're fighting, as she like messing up his clothes, we see that he's wearing this armor, and he said that his relative, they actually like own an ironworks, and he got them to make it for him. And I thought that right there was pretty smart, because if she can't cut you, then it definitely makes it easier for him. But even with that armor, he still knew that he was not going to defeat her. So it's just crazy how much power that like Sasuke has, where she can be basically anybody except for Ryuko, since we haven't really seen her fight seriously again, because the last time they did, it was kind of like a draw. So now that Satsuki was building his armor, she was kind of like targeting it, because we see like at one point she just like jammed her sword, her sword sheath right into his gut, and it kind of knocks him out. And he kept saying that he was never gonna like kneel to her, and he actually, you know, kept his word. Like even when he blacked out, he still never yielded. And so now, when she actually, you know, hits him on the back of the neck to wake him up, that's when he realized that he lost, and it's then that she offers him, you know, to become her shield. And it's just crazy how much of a height distance they have, because like at one point you see them shaking hands, but Ira was like so freaking huge that she can only, you know, shake his finger. So now he was going on and on about how Ryuko, you know, is dressing in that in her kamui, you know, in her kamui outfit, and rather than like looking like a presentable girl, you know, like in her sailing uniform, where she looks decent to him, she just slutty when she transforms. And then, you know, Ryuko brings up Sasuke because we've all seen her transformation and how they're like very similar. If actually Sasuke's might be actually worse. No, I don't think so. But Ira was saying that she's an exception, and of course, you know, that right there was crap. Because if he thinks that Ryuko looks slutty, then obviously Sasuke looks slutty as well. So then at one point he actually like brings out these new weapons. Now I forgot what it's called, but I'm pretty sure if you play Kingdom Hearts 2 and you know the character Axel, Ira's weapons look similar to his. Now I forgot the name of it, but I'm pretty sure like most of you know it. And so he like he started using these new weapons, and he actually managed to get her scissor blade away from her, and then he actually trapped her in his new weapons. And so then we see that apparently he can make those little those shoulder plates or arm plates on his arm, he can make them transform, because he has shaped them into like an Iron Maiden kind of thing. And they were imprinted with the perfect model of a student, and he was going to, you know, enclose them into her, so that way she'll look presentable. So she actually changed back to get out of that, and that right there is when we see Senketsu's plan, because he actually pulls out his ultimate whip of love, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm pretty sure, you know, it's not too hard to imagine what that right there really looked like, especially if you saw where it came from. Like clearly, it's obvious what that right there was implying. But Senjin actually bites down on that, and when he pulls them in, you see Ryuko is now trapped within all those like bandages. And I was like wondering what kind of plan could they possibly have here, because she's now trapped, and not only that, she did not have her scissor blades, so it's really, you know, not looking good for her. And then we see out of nowhere Senjin had got a new form called Senjin's Senjin, which to me it looks so freaking epic. I definitely like the new look. Hopefully, you know, she'll use it more often. But with all the blades that she was producing in her new uniform, she actually managed to cut herself out. And of course, since Ira wasn't punishing her to transform, he was actually exposed, and that's when she finally defeated him. And that right there, you know, was definitely a good ending to the fight. I actually loved the way it ended. But then, you know, even though Ira lost, and this guy is built like a freaking tank, he really is. He was gonna kill himself, and I did not think that he would go to that extreme. But luckily, Satsuki, who I'm actually surprised did this, she actually stopped him from killing himself, which was like really good, because Ira's character is freaking awesome. And she actually, you know, does make a good point. If you're like so obsessed with your resolve, then even that will become arrogant. So that right there is how he lost. But if he never became too arrogant, then he probably would have beat Ryuko. So now the next member she had to fight is that guy with the blue hair. I think that he leads like the research or something like that. I forgot what club exactly he belongs to, but I'm pretty sure we like seen him during research a few times. So I definitely going to see, you know, what kind of uniform he has. and hopefully, you know, it's something crazy. And maybe it also might have like a second transformation. I'm pretty sure that the Elite Four don't just have, you know, one stage. At least hopefully anyway. But as always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe for this incredible episode. Like, really, this episode, which is amazing. So please like for that. But as always, you guys take it easy, and I'll see you all next time.